Hey, tribe, hey. Welcome back to Time and Choices, where we design our day and decide our life. If you've been wondering where I was last week, thank you for your grace. I had to take a moment to rest, reset, and listen to my body. My throat would not let me be great. And that, my friends, is exactly a real life example of what we're talking about today. Because discipline, it's not about pushing through at all costs. It's about building systems that support who you are becoming. This is week 8, and we're talking about discipline as a superpower, but more importantly, how to practice it using the Time and Choices system tracker that I'm offering for free. Yeah, FREE. This tracker is not about perfection, it's about moving from hope to structure. Let's get caught up. Let's reframe discipline. Discipline is not punishment, and discipline is not pressure. It's about doing for yourself when you say you're going to do it. It's saying, I will do what I'm going to do, especially even on my worst days. And that's why the first thing on the tracker, it reminds you this. We're not tracking perfection. We're building consistency. And consistency is what will keep us from relying on just motivation, because motivation, it will run out. So let's go through the tracker together. Step 1 is to define the system, not a wish, not a big dream, but define your system. You start by choosing just one area of focus, and you can take your pick, but just pick one. There's wellness, there's sleep, productivity, meals, boundary, finances, peace, or you can actually come up with something personal. Then you need to define the system using 4 things: when, where, what, and minimal. I'm going to say those again. When, where, what, and minimal. This is powerful because discipline becomes clear when it's specific. For example, when, after work. Where, in my living room. What, I'm going to stretch. Minimal, 5 minutes. That minimal commitment, that's what I call the worst day version. That's the day when you know you're going to show up for yourself. Now, here's where most people, this is where they lose consistency. They don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they come up with systems that are too hard. So that's why in step 2, you got to ask yourself the honest question. What can I do to make it easier? Life, fatigue, work, family, mood, distractions, or some other excuse. Then the tracker gives you the next question. How can I make this 20% easier? Not perfect, just easier. And that might mean prepping in advance, scheduling. Y'all know I keep a paper calendar, attaching it to an existing habit, or automated something like savings, or just asking for support. I really don't care how you make it easier. You just got to make it easier. Discipline, it thrives when there's no friction. So we want to get rid of the friction. The tracker is designed to be used over 6 weeks. But of course, we're 1 week behind. So I apologize again because this is week 8. But each week you're reflecting. Each week you're going to ask, what worked? What felt hard? What do you need to adjust? This is your discipline with compassion. You are calibrating yourself because this is how we're going to make discipline sustainable. Now, this is the part that matters the most. The tracker will ask you 3 sentences. I am becoming the type of person who blank. This system supports my future self by blank. And number 3, the identity I'm practicing this week is blank. Discipline isn't just about what you do. It's about who you're practicing becoming. Every system you keep, even if it's imperfect, it enforces identity. There's also a daily checkoff section, but you guys, this is optional. However, it's intentional because you're not trying to prove anything. You're just trying to acknowledge that you're showing up. 1 check mark, 1 promise kept, That's the discipline we're going for. So here's the invitation. Download the tracker. It's free. Choose one system. Commit to the minimal. Reflect weekly. And drop your area of focus in the comments, because y'all know my granny has always said I'm nosy. But in all seriousness, let's normalize discipline without shame. You're not behind. We're building a structure that's going to be able to hold us. Design your day, decide your life. And I'll see you guys later this week.